You don't hear me bouncing all over the floor, do you? I didn't think so.
You're downstairs.
Oh, hush. Anyway, I'm all like, hush.
What?
That's oil. Oil for my face. It's my mask. This is the before the music, the show music. Wait, what just happened? Oh, am I on? Good morning. What y'all think about this music? The before the show music. Hey, California Bombshell. Hi, 1SP. How you doing? I'm cleaning my kitchen up right now. Y'all can't see, but we can still talk. Here for a little bit. You like it? I heard another one too. I'm actually thinking about changing this channel's. If you guys don't know, this is Ixon, and I love his music. It's copyright free, so that's why I can play it and not have no infringements. How's everybody doing this morning? I gotta turn it off before the end of this goes, because then you get commercials, and I don't think those are too copyright free. How are you? Okay, so let me turn it off. Let me turn this off. Wait. Okay, there. Okay, so I cut my finger cutting, washing the dishes this morning. So I still got to keep going, but it's gonna be hard. How's everybody doing this morning? What's everybody up to on this Saturday? Oh yeah, you know what? I forget sometimes that I got kids. Come over here and wash these dishes. Your mama's hand is cut. Do you not see that my hand is cut?
No, I see it.
Okay, you do it. Come on, Kenya. So anyway, I got my oil face mask on too, but I'm about to wait. Maybe not. Hold on. Hey, Robert Lee, how you doing? How are you on this Saturday? We are going to be talking about the benefits of celery again. The benefits of celery and having it just alone, and how powerful it is. And I did a little bit of research to find out that it is, in fact, really good just for acid reflux. So that's what I was trying to find out. And shoot, I found out that it is good for just that alone, because it is so mild. Can everybody hear me okay? I'm back on my old laptop, but my husband was laughing at me this morning because it's busted. But you know, it's like when you used to something and it's got all your customizations on it, you don't want to get anything new.
No, I need those.
Hush. Hi, Jacob Johnson. How are you? Yeah, like I was saying before, it's like getting a new phone and then having to transfer all the data from one phone to the other. The same thing is true with a laptop, and that's why you'll find that most people, they hang on to them laptops until they just cannot anymore. And then when it's time to get a new one, it's such a headache because you got to transfer all the data. But I'm sure Jacob Johnson, you know an easier way, right? Do you know an easier way that I can like right now, I have all my pictures and my videos on iTunes. So I just log into that on the laptop, and now I don't have to worry about that because I can log onto that at any laptop, which is good. But the thing that I had to keep coming back, I fixed my camera because the cord to it was severed, and I had learned a long time ago how to patch wires. So I just patched the wire back together, and voila, the camera's working again. Sometimes evolution causes the significant change. Yeah, that's true. It depends on what kind of evolving we're talking about. Partly cloudy 420. Welcome to the live. How are you? Why don't one get one glove and the other one get the other glove? How about that? How about you work that out? Yeah. Take turns with it and understand that there is some glass at the bottom of there, and I don't need two patients. So, yeah, we are going to be talking about the benefits of celery and its powers. And I'm just going to pull up on my cell phone the benefits that we could talk about. Does anybody remember what celery does for the body? Anybody? I feel with rejuvenated in the favor of God. Thank you, sis. As for you, the creative Creole. Oh, that's good. You're talking to the creative Creole. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm gonna look this up. Celery. Because what was I gonna say? Sometimes if you're doing things for a long period of time, you actually kind of forget, especially if you're not really in a teaching mode. You just really know why you do it. I'm more of a ginger person. Ginger is good. Ginger is really good for you, and it has its own powers in and of itself. What ginger can do for you is different than what celery can do for you, which is what I had to learn. I had to learn that because for a while I was just on celery and I refused to go to anything else. And so it's just like taking a multivitamin. What's the purpose of taking a multivitamin? Well, because it's supposed to give you the more than just one thing. It has more than just one thing in it. So when you become a juicer, you want to be balanced in the things that you juice. You don't just want to be juicing just celery and celery alone. But the thing that I am learning as I become more advanced in my juicing is that I like to have it alone because the power of celery can be lost when you add other things to it. So although I have done it, and it's just like saying we just give it more power when we add everything else to it, which I think is everybody's ultimate belief. But when you think of celery alone and the power that it can do for you, it's very powerful, but mild. And that's what I like about it. It has this mild, subtle taste. It does not going to cause you harm going down. And it's like something that I would probably be on like after surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like something that I would probably, how they tell you after you get dental work done or after you get something that'll settle your stomach to be on something like Jello. This is something that's mild enough that I would probably recommend for someone who is recovering from dental work or something like that because it's not harsh, but it's still powerful. It still has very powerful healing compounds in it that is very beneficial for your body. So that is why I say when there is nothing else, I always have something else though, but when there is nothing else, grab yourself a couple of stalks of celery and start there and watch it work. Keep a diary of what you're doing and just watch it work for you. Let's have one washer and then the other person could start drying and putting some of that stuff up. Thank you.
I should have those gloves. I'm doing
Just hush. Anybody tell you to say all of that? Nobody said to say all of that. So yeah, so that's why I feel that way about celery. I'm very strong when it comes to celery, but also ginger too. Ginger is very, very powerful, but it's strong. I have had to drink ginger and then take a break from it because it's so strong for my stomach and it's strong for your throat, and it's just it's very, very strong. And so that's why a lot of people say you don't need a lot of it, and a lot of people say, well, put some water in that coffee maker so that the tank is full for me, please. A lot of people will mix it, but I don't like. See, I don't like the. And this is a personal thing. This is a very personal thing. I don't like celery mixed with ginger. I don't. It takes. It's too strong. So if I'm gonna drink it, I'm gonna drink it by itself and not taint uh, um, the beautiful flavor that I love just coming from the celery by itself. It is full? Oh, well, cool. Can you put a thing of coffee in there and don't fill it, don't overfill it. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. There you go. Okay, so I know that celery is good from Europe. What is that? You'll have to explain. Both of my sons preferred it, a frozen celery for teething. Yes. What's Mirapox? I don't know what that is. Can you explain that to me? Yeah, put that under there and then pop in a new coffee thing. Not right now. Maybe I could look it up right quick. Let me look it up right quick. The benefits of celery juice for pre-surgery nourishment. I just got done saying that, and what popped up? What popped up? This just popped up. So, the benefits of celery for, grab the broom. The benefits of celery juice for pre-surgery nourishment. The nutrients you take in before surgery are extremely important and can have a huge impact on your recovery. Celery juice has been shown to offer numerous health benefits,
Is the room upstairs in the bathroom?
which
Selena, the room's upstairs in the bathroom. Hey.
sorry about that, y'all. A few simple steps can ensure you'll soak up all of the micronutrients to really boost your health. But it doesn't say which I'm looking for. Celery juice is a huge trend right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Come on.
Helps to lower blood pressure. We know about that. It fights cancer, lowers cholesterol, has powerful anti-inflammatory properties, works as a diuretic, hydrates skin, aids in weight loss, and it reverses digestive issues. So that's the multiple reasons in there why I drink it. So yeah, I'm gonna look up what you said both your sons have so that I could be familiar with that. All right. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a mix. Mirapox is. Hi, Carter Z. How are you? Had me out there juicing live. Oh my God, partly cloudy. Okay, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, and I haven't heard of it because let me see. is celery, onions, and carrots. The 3 antioxidants you use to combine with meat for broth and combine with bones for stock. Really? That's awesome to know. That is so awesome to know. That's why I invite everybody to really come in because I don't know everything. And it's awesome when I can get other people in here and just kind of school, so we're all learning at the same time. Um, Good morning, Cheryl Freeman. How are you? Are you in California too? I believe you are. Because I think yeah, now it's noon in some other parts of the states. But here in California, it is only 9:01. And we late getting up this morning, you guys. We slept in, which was something that is rarely done by my family. It is rare. And I took full advantage of it. I had to. So I cut my hand while washing the dishes. So my boys are in here getting this kitchen in order, which is why I have the camera off. And we got a late breakfast going, which means there's going to be a late lunch and a late dinner. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Let me see that. Go upstairs and get me a clean dish towel. This is good. Then I can use this. Really good.
What Starbucks?
Ain't nobody got no Starbucks. Where do you see Starbucks at? Oh.
Bowls. And you really don't want to give people a cereal. You want them to choose their own. Okay. Only get your cereal. That's why each one of these cereals is okay. You don't put any milk in the cereal. That way the thing.
Nobody wants soggy cereal.
Okay. All right.
Oh, thank you.
It's okay.
Oh, come over here. I still need you to help me out right now.
I'm going scared. Come here.
Take those, take that stuff.
Get a spoon. We'll have to go get
So much.
Excuse me. Go get.
Okay, let's see what's everybody saying. We have a few Starbucks in Lawrence. Yeah, I haven't been to Starbucks in a couple of weeks, and the last time I went was to get some water. And I think my girl wanted, when I went through there, she wanted like one of the cake pops. So take that stuff out of here for Mama. So, but I do have this coffee maker over here, and let's see what. Oh no, it's not clean. Gotta clean it right. That's not clean. Make some for Dad. You're dripping water all over the floor. Can you not see that water falling? This is a different side of me, you guys. That's why I usually get up earlier, and I don't do it too much on the weekends because y'all don't want to see us raw. You'll be like, we gonna go to their house all the time because they need to be on the big screen as a comedy show.
Whatever you do, work at it.
So I'm gonna go take this upstairs. Hold on, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm back. That was hilarious. I had to get out of there. I had to get out of there right quick. It started to go ugly real quick. So, yeah, I have to get up early in the morning to do this. When they still sleep, they'll be swinging off the windows. Let's see. So, I'm not gonna be juicing this morning, it looks like, because there's cereal everywhere. And there's stuff that I really don't want to eat down there, all spread out. So, I heard Amir, what's that before? PWA. Can you guys hear me okay? It's supposed to be Saturday cleanup today. And it looked like it might be turning out to be a bit of a disaster because nobody really wants to do it on Saturdays. Nobody. But I had to do it when I was little. So I've just incorporated it in with my little ones since it's actually the best time on Saturday mornings to get it done. But nobody wants to do it. So you got all these pelts and all this stuff. And next week, it has to be earlier. But like I said, I took advantage of the sleep the sleep in. I cleaned up yesterday. Thank God. I know. How do you pronounce that? Mirepoix is used a lot in the Bahamians homes. My dad discouraged store-bought stock and broth. I don't like that broth. I make up my own broth. I never buy broth. Well, I used to, but lately I haven't. I make up my own broth, and it usually doesn't contain any meat or anything like that. Hi, thrifting grandma. It usually doesn't contain um, any any of the vegetables or anything that you find, like the vegetable broth either, because I know a lot of people say, well, I don't buy chicken broth or beef broth or any of those other kind of broths, but I make my own. I just use different kind of seasonings and just let that boil a bit, and that's really broth. It's just flavored. Broth is just flavored water. And so you want the, I guess you do it because you want like some sort of nutrients out of it. But then why do that when you can just, if you're looking for nutrients, why not just combine the different veggies in a juice and just have it that way? What did you say, both your boys? I think I'm missing something. It's celery, onions, and carrots. That's usually what I put in my dressing, minus the carrots. What kind of broth? Um, Usually if I'm trying to make something that requires like a broth, I'll just make up my own flavored water to put in it. What kind of brother goes with ginger and mint? What kind of did you mean to say, oh, broth goes with ginger and mint? I'm thinking that that's probably just a tea. Why would you put mint in it? That sounds more like a tea. Like what would you cook? Um, I guess I don't know. The only thing I'm trying to put mint in is my water or tea. I put mint in water because I got a lot of it growing in my garden. Once you plant seeds, it just grows wild. And so I didn't even really plant what's out there. Somebody, I guess the previous owners planted that, and it's just a whole bed of it. And I just go out there and pluck it as needed. Hi, thrifting grandma. Did I say hi to you? She says, "Hi, Tisa in chat. Um, I'm supposed to be writing a juicing recipe book this weekend because somebody encouraged me to do so. So I'm that's what I'm supposed to be doing, but I have to do stuff in the night because once they get up, it's over. Once the kids get up and my husband come down, it's like it's over. Any of my thinking it's all involved and tangled up in what they're doing and making sure that everybody is healthy and happy. So I'm gonna be on again live early tomorrow morning. And when I go on live tonight for my gardening, I have a room that is just specific for um no guys is allowed. Look, no guys, nobody, no ponies are allowed in there. I can lock them all out, but I just don't want to be in there right now. So I'm doing it this way. How did you make your banner? It is StreamYards. So when you go on to StreamYards, it there's an option to do this called a ticker. Yeah, it's like an extra bedroom, but I just don't call it a studio. It's a what we call a multi-purpose room that has a bed in it. So, like if somebody is visiting, they might be able to stay with us. Look, they might be no, because all of us use it. My husband also uses it. It's his work room too. So it's I guess what these schools now call a multi-purpose room. I thought about making it into a studio, but then if we have visitors that we might allow to stay over, I don't want my stuff in there. I don't want like my equipment and stuff like that in there. So, no, it's you could call it a cave. I don't know if it's a queen cave though. When I'm in there, possibly, possible, it could be. So, um, it's just a multi-purpose room, and in my house we have because I run it kind of like um a business. And so we have different plaques on the doors. So when I say my name is on my door, it's true. Like our master bedroom, it has let me see, let me read it. It has executives only, which means that the kids are not allowed to come in here. So they stay out. And then on their rooms, like I have the boys all in one room and the girls all in one room. And it has their names on the plaque and then what they chose to call it. So um, the girls have their names on the plaque, and then um, I think they call it the Princess Palace or something like that. Yeah, executives only. That means you stop right at. There's a line that I drew on the floor, and I didn't draw it, but it's just a line at the door and nobody is allowed to cross that door until I say you can enter. Because up until before this, before I decided to take that on, my bedroom was just a free for all. And I'm like, get out of here. I was always telling them to get out. And so I've been a parent for over 30 years and I got like get out fever. Get out of my room because this is like my sanctuary where you're not allowed to come in. So that's why everybody is downstairs. It's like, mm-mm. Yeah. So the boys, their placard is a little bit different. It has their names on it, and then it says "Only God" under it. Yeah. So, when people visit, if I allow them to come upstairs, they're like, "What? Why did you put only God under the boys' names?" Because they're the only ones in the house that wake up swinging off the ceiling fan. So I have to do a lot of praying with them and a lot of praying. And I give them a lot of celery juice as long as they can tolerate it. It helps me, and it helps me help them. So anyway, it's insane. But a lot of people have been saying you should do a show with your family. I said, uh, we can't do it. I can't do it. I wouldn't even I wouldn't even watch it. But anywho, keep us in prayer today. Everybody is here. And it's supposed to be a cleaning day, but it looks like it might be more of a relaxation day, which means if I don't get them to participate, it's going to be all on me over the next week. So we'll see. We shall see. Once I get off of here, then I can use my different voice and make sure that everybody is in tune with what they're supposed to be doing, because I got a chart somewhere in here, but it went missing. Hi, Short Bus. A day of rest. I know, like, didn't y'all do that last year? Our daughter is a tomboy at heart. None of my girls are really princessy. Like, none of them. Like, no matter how much I wanted to say, here's my little princess, none of them are really delicate. Not one of them. Um, a Dapper Dan man. Hi, Mrs. Green Organic. How you doing, Short Bus Pull Up? Cheryl Freeman says, I have 6 adult children now, but they were little at one time, so I totally understand what you're dealing with. Ugh, do you? You started juicing, Short Bus? I'm so excited about that. I am so excited that you started juicing. How I shared your stream. Thank you. You got your community already? Thrifting Grandma, you just got 1,000. Has it even been a week? Wow, they're getting quicker. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Um, Princessy, is that a word? It's my word. And I think you guys know what I mean when I said it though. I'm serious. Like none of my girls are really so delicate. And it's probably because I'm not really so delicate that they like the boys are though. You know what I mean? Like the boys, if you touch them the wrong way or say the wrong thing to them, they are crying. Like they are literally whining, real tears and stuff. But the girls look at them like, what's wrong with them? Like they'll scoot the boys out of the way and say, we got it. Cause they crying and like if I have something that I want them to carry, like let's just say groceries that they're gonna eat, they're pouting and stuff, and it's like, ugh. And the girl, my youngest one, oh my 15-year-old too, they've been and snatched everything that they got and ran it in while they still struggling. So I don't know. I'm gonna get off these boys in a minute. Yeah, princessy. That's the new word of the day. Nobody in here has ever been really princessy. My oldest daughter is 30 and she's not princessy either. I have 5 girls in total. I am going to hashtag you with the word. Okay. Um, Let me see. You shared me on Twitter too? Thank you, Thrifting Grandma. I appreciate that. Cheryl, you are following the bus. Wheel. Well, I'm low on gas, $4 on pump. For let me see. Yeah, I have to I'm gonna have to go in a little bit, you guys, but as long as we covered the celery part and why celery is so good and so powerful alone, you can mix it. Most people do. but it's really not recommended that you mix it all up. What did you juice today, short bus? You see a difference in your skin. How many days have you been juicing? And what kind of juicer did you get? I think tomorrow I'm gonna talk about the different kinds of juicers again. There's three different kinds of juicers, so I think tomorrow we'll talk about that. I see a difference in my skin after Miss Green thing. Oh, because did you say you had acne? You should. Celery alone is very, 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 very good for the skin. It's very good and clearing up your skin from the inside out. Um, yeah, we have a Jack LaLanne juicer that is on the top of my cabinet. What's it doing up there? And why? I like to always ask people why they started with the juicing, how it worked for them, and if it was a benefit to you and you got relief from whatever you was looking for. You don't have to give me specific details, but then why did you put it away? Well, how do we come to that point? Because I've not I may take breaks on the ginger and stuff here and there, and I might get tired of cleaning out the juicer from time to time. Um, but I never put the juicer away or under the cabinet or in the garage or anything like that. I never um, put it away because the benefits that I'm getting from the juicer is like medication, I believe. And when you get to a point where like, let's just say you got a pill box, right? And you are faithful in taking your medication, whatever it is. And now all of a sudden, you just decide, well, I'm sick of it. I don't want to do it no more. And then you just stop going to the doctor and you stop taking your pills and everything. I feel that way when it comes to stop juicing because there's so much relief in what I'm doing for myself with the juicer that I feel like I would totally be on some kind of medications if I didn't juice daily. If I didn't drink fresh juice daily, I would be on some antidepressants. I would be on something for high blood pressure. I would be on something for diabetes. I would definitely have had the surgery that I needed to do something with these fibroid tumors that I've been able to shrink with juice therapy, I call it. And I would my life would probably be totally different. I wouldn't be just complaining about cleaning a juicer daily. And not to mention how expensive those medications are. So that's why I asked. I never juiced. Try it. Short bus pull up says to 1SP. Go to the juice shop. Yeah, that's what you said you would a juicer handbook, green organic love. I am going to be I've been encouraged to write a recipe book for juicing, and it's going to consist on every page of celery, 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 celery. Not true, because I do have some recipes that I really, really like, and so I'm going to put those in the book, and I could probably write it in a night and be done, and probably have about 30 to 45 recipes just like that in a night because I've been juicing since 2013. And, I've experimented. My medication makes me hungry all the time. Yeah, I heard that because I've been a caretaker for some time as well. I'm not really taking care of anybody but the kids and husband. Um, myself right now, but I've been a caretaker for some time on different people. And one of the things that you want to do if you are on lots of different medications is make sure you know what all the side effects are and make sure you know what they can do to your body. That's very, very important if you are on any kind of medication, because sometimes we have a tendency, especially we, to get medication and just, my doctor said, my doctor told me to take this. I'm not like that with nothing. And that's why when I used to, go to the doctor with my grandma, my mother just plain out did not let me go with her. But I used to take my grandmother to the doctor, and um, basically she didn't even get to talk. Like I did all the talking. Like, what you giving her that for? I need spec. Look, I need specs on it. I need to know what this is for, what it does, and why you prescribing it for her. And, before we got out of there, I had all kinds of printouts, and I said, don't take nothing until we find out what it's for and what it's going to do for you, to you, and by you. And, like my mother wouldn't, she wouldn't take me at all. She used to just say, ask, ask her friend. And I would say, well, um, I can't do that here in this state of California because of the HIPAA law, but she knew that. So she was just like, stay out of my business, Tisa. So that's just the kind of personality that I am, though. It's like you can't just run any old thing by me, not even medication. So let me see what you guys are saying. My medication makes me hungry. Hey, finest wine, how you doing? Juice therapy, like your vernacular. I like your vernacular. Yeah, juice therapy is it's the difference between when you just drinking juice just for general health purposes, which is why I'm doing it now. But when I was having some serious issues, like for example, I was when I was diagnosed with fibroid tumors, I was really suffering with that. And so when I say juice therapy, I was on like, like they give you a prescription and they tell you to take it at this hour, that hour, before you eat, after you eat, whatever. So I was on a program. And so basically what I was doing is I would only drink certain things. Like I started with the ginger, I'm trying to see if I should say this out loud or not. My juice therapy consisted of celery, 420, and what else did I put in it? And then I did plain um, ginger. So I was on that kind of a therapy, and it shrank it. I talked to my doctor about it, and that pain and the issues that I was having menstrually speaking, that's probably a new word for y'all too. Um, those all probably had disappeared and shrank within about, I want to say 90 to 120 days, which was about 3 to 6 months. We went back in. The excessive bleeding had stopped. The pain was almost a thing of the past. I eventually stopped the 420, and I'm just doing ginger now, and whatever juice I decide to drink for the day. The pain is gone. I don't have that type of pain, and I used to know like clockwork when premenstrual pain was coming, and I don't have that anymore. So I can't afford to stop juicing. I can't put my juicer away. I can't do it because if I do that, that means the fibroid tumors will have something disgusting to feed off of, which will be processed foods and all the poisons that I was inhaling before. They'll be feeding off of that, so there'll be growth. I'll probably be in so much pain that nobody would like to live around me, which they have a hard time already. But anyway, that's another show. Hey, just Bambi doe, how you doing? Welcome to this crazy sounding live, but be true to yourself. Um, so yeah, I I would probably be in a miserable state right now if I didn't really juice. And I'm not just saying that because I'm saying that because it has really changed my life. That's my stomach growling, and I ignore it because I don't let my body bully my mind and vice versa. It's like you have to take control at some point in time of things. Um, it's gonna eat. Look, I'm gonna give it some water in a minute. So yeah, I stand by it because it's worked for me. And I also stand by 420. I just don't believe in smoking it. Um, I've used it in other ways and then gradually went to CBD oil. So, yeah. So that's my story. Anybody Robert Lee said oatmeal and ginger chocolate cookies. Ooh, that is different and that's actually sounds pretty good. Because some things when you hear it it's like a acquired taste and it's like, ooh, I'm not sure if ginger goes with chocolate, but I've never tried it before. And so I try not to knock too many things that I haven't tried, but the oatmeal, hmm. And you're talking about oatmeal and ginger chocolate cookies. No 420. Just saying. Thrifting grandma, I missed everything you said. You said I go from sane to zombie in 0 seconds. Welcome to that world. Gabapentin. Ooh, 1,800 milligrams. That's a lot. That means you have that means you have what do you call that when the body is numb, right? My hubby is like that when he get home with me. Yeah. Where are your highly praised mods? It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Um, Let me see. Neuropathy. You got it. That's what I meant to say. Um, uh, okay. Yeah, neuropathy is what I meant. You have a testimony on you, sis. Yeah, and that's why I say it because a lot of people have fibroid tumors. And if you around somebody that is experiencing a pain on most days of their entire life, it is not pretty. It's not pretty at all. It's not, it's not even, I was in pain on most days. And then after I had my last daughter, my last child, um, it was a mess. And that's how, and I probably had them for years, but they weren't able to find out that I had them until after I had her. So, here I've had all these children and suffering, just suffering, pain on most days. At least 30 days out of a 31-day month. No, I'm just kidding. 20, I would say probably 20 days in a monthly period, in a period of 30 days. I was in a lot of pain. But now the ginger, see, once you get to find out what the health benefits of different things are, then you find out, well, okay, I don't need to take this anymore because it's verified that the tumors have shrank with the juice therapy that I made up on my own. Like, I'm sure somebody else is out there doing it, but because I wasn't out here smoking 420, I was just getting it in a form that I could put in my juice. Um, Once I got the tumors shrank and it was verified that that worked, then all I needed to do was maintain it. And so because I was able to still use the celery, which helped with reducing inflammation, which helped with, basically keeping, giving my body what it needs to make sure that that stayed in that shrunken state, if you could say that. I no longer needed to take the other. And so then I had to work on the pain. Just because they were shrunk, the tumors didn't mean that I still wasn't in a bunch of pain. So that's where the ginger came in. So I didn't really get out of pain until I started with the ginger without constantly feeding myself with pain medication. Um, which that didn't last too long because remember, I got a bunch of kids that I got to take care of on the daily. So I couldn't really do that. So therefore, I was suffering on most days until I discovered that ginger. Somebody just kept on saying, "Get yourself some ginger, sis." I said, "I ain't." That thing look nasty. I don't want no ginger. And once I got that ginger, I start taking it by the shotfuls. I put it in shot glasses and I start taking it. I would just put out a bunch of ginger on a plate and I would just take shots of ginger throughout the day. And I'm telling you, talking about pain free workouts, talking about just a whole pain free life. That last period snuck up on me. I said, Lord Jesus, because before there was no sneaking up. I felt the pain before, like days. And then I would get like stuff from my husband saying, well, you know what's coming. And then here's the roar, that lioness roar. You know what I'm talking about. All teeth out. So it has benefited everybody in this entire house. Everyone, please Google. I'm about to Google it right now, thrifting grandma. Oh, let me see. So what is it? It says try. Oh wow, that came right up. I'm about to read that out. So can be challenging to diagnose and to treat. In some patients, it takes years to achieve a diagnosis. Furthermore, there are various medical and surgical treatments which must be tailored to each patient. This nerve is the fifth cranial nerve, and among other things, it provides sensation to the face through three branches. Oh, wow, this is like brain issues, which affect the nerves of the face, the jaw, the cheek, and the eye. Refers to a facial pain syndrome typically caused by the fifth nerve irritation from a blood vessel that courses along the brain stem. Other causes can include multiple sclerosis, brain tumors, typically benign, infections, and trauma. Wow. It's nicknamed the suicide disease and it's rare. So, how is the medication that you're taking, how is that helping you? And is this why you started juicing and did the juicing help at all? Is my question. That is very interesting. I've never heard of it. Oh, wow, there's pictures. It's called the suicide disease. When did you get diagnosed? And um, how long did you have to suffer with this before you realized that something is really wrong? Oh, I've had it since 2013. And how is that medication, the gabapentin? Because I've known several people that have had to be on gabapentin from nerve damage. So how is that working for you, the medication? And then where does the juicing come in? I don't juice. Anti-seize medication. That's what that is? I was diagnosed in the ER because I'm assuming you probably had some sort of symptoms that got you to the ER, right? I bet when you have heightened symptoms of that, it probably resembles a seizure. That's what I have in my mind. Sometimes the med don't touch the pain. Wow. You just really never know what people are going through. That's pretty serious. Do the symptoms and signs, do they kind of resemble like a seizure? Okay, here's how I got diagnosed. Yeah, it says it's rare. It says fewer than 200,000 US cases per year, fewer than 200,000 diagnoses. Treatment can help, but this condition can't be cured. Requires a medical diagnosis, lab tests, or imaging, rarely required. Chronic can last for years or be lifelong. I had a real bad pain when I brush my teeth or when I get in the sun, or the wind may cause a trigger. I would cry out when I brush my teeth. The wind causes a hypersensation in people's hair. Wow. So when you brushed your teeth, you would be in like that kind of pain. It's funny that well, it's not funny, but I'm just saying interesting that you say that because my 9-year-old and I read there where it said it's hard to diagnose, but he does not like me to touch around his face and stuff. He has a sensitivity when it comes to me, like touching around his ears or touching around his jaw. So I'm thinking you said you have brain scans and MRI. And he's always had the sensitivity. Like I have to make him get in there and brush his teeth. And then when I try to do it myself, he's like, you know, you can tell like he feels like he's in some kind of pain. But I've alerted the his pediatrician because it's been ongoing for years. So I'm gonna run some things by her again and try to see if we can find out why there's so much sensitivity. It's always around his face. Always like how us moms like to clean behind their ears and stuff and take care of that. He's always just been highly sensitive to that. So mine is on the right side. There are times it's on both sides. Some days I can't comb or brush my hair. Ooh. Yeah, he even to brush his hair, like he's, you know, Like he'll scream out in pain. I thought maybe because I'm not no gentle person, and so I thought maybe I'm being too rough with him. But for like years, he's been. It seems like hypersensitive to it. So I'm gonna definitely run that by the pediatrician, probably as soon as possible, maybe next week, because the sensitivity is insane. The pain is, yeah. And so what do you do for pain? Are you like on pain meds, or I wonder if you can take the ginger. I wonder if you can use the ginger to, but of course, you guys shouldn't be doing anything without talking to your doctor first. But like the ginger for me is just so strong that it anytime you have any kind of tumors or anything like that, and it's knocking that pain out because it's so strong. I wonder if the ginger or the juice, what I call juice therapy, could do anything for you, thrifting grandma. But only if you're willing to try it, and only if you talk to your doctor, because only one person that I've talked to has said that their doctor suggested that they shouldn't juice. And I was really shocked because the stuff that she was telling me she had was like stuff that most people, like diabetic, high blood pressure, lose a few pounds. And she said her doctor said she could not juice. So I was shocked. But I know that you got to be careful in that area too, because a lot of these healthcare professionals don't want you doing something that may be healthy for you. So sometimes you gotta get a whole new doctor. I've had to do that over the years as well. Get a whole new doctor, somebody that, you know, is understands that medicine is a practice, but got your best interest. And so when you have a doctor that you feel like has your best interest, and not all of them for me over the years have had my best interest, so I had to let them go. Goodbye. The pain is debilitating. The gabapentin is my pain med. I get trigger from all the areas you read about. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but it sounds like you still in pain, and it sounds like I would just ask. I would the next time you have a doctor's appointment, just ask them. I've been hearing a lot about juicing, and I'm wondering how, if anything, it could do for me. A smile, eating, touch, wind, cold, heat can cause that bad pain. I had wanted some ice cream so badly. I think I would have gave up on the ice cream, because for a while I gave up on ice cream for a little bit because I wasn't eating the right kind, and this was before I realized that I needed to stay away from dairy. I could not have dairy. So, because dairy is the cause of a lot of growths in our body, and dairy is the cause of a lot of pain as well, and especially skin issues. Dairy is very harmful to us. But I discovered almond and coconut cream. So, hey, backyard gardener, it's about the dollar for some doctors. You know it. That's the right thing to say, because they want, when you think about the impact that juicing has had, um, if you look at the movie that I posted on the community, if you look at that from the beginning to the end, you will see how a lot of people have been able to come off the medication. And so if you got whole communities of people coming off their medication, somebody is losing some money somewhere. And so um, when you think about all of those things, you probably gonna have some doctors that are not going to want to be on board because it's just not what they want. Um, Backyard Gardener says, "Hello, everyone." Thrifting Grandma says, "I have gave up ice cream and hard foods can cause a trigger." Yep. So, Backyard Gardener says, "Ginger has changed my life for the past 3 years." Yeah, it has done many things for me too, Robert Lee says. Thrifting Grandma says, "There are days when I can only eat like applesauce, mashed potatoes, and anything soft. I have um, partials because of the gabapentin caused dry mouth, which caused my teeth to crumble." Oof. So gabapentin is not really healthy for the teeth. That's very interesting. I'm gonna ask my doctor. Yeah, because um it's something, especially if you're having a hard time just eating the juice, even if you don't think it could help you manage your pain or heal, whatever's going on in your body, it might just even be a way that you can get the nutrients that you need in your body without feeling like you're suffering because it's nutrients. So you can't just be eating or depriving yourself of certain nutrients because it'll cause you pain. So even if you juiced for nutrients sake to make sure your body is getting everything it needs, and that way you still are winning. um, because it shouldn't be to a point where you depriving your body of the nutrients that it needs because you're in so much pain. So there, even if you just juice for that purpose only, you still be doing your body with good because when you start depriving your body of the nutrients that you need, it's not functioning properly. It's really not. And so getting back on the juice will probably really restore many things, and which is healing. That heals. When you start thinking about restoring your body and providing the nutrients that it really needs to live off of, that's healing in and of itself. Short Bus Pull Up says, "I've been sick last year. My doctor really took care of me, but I had to change my eating habits. For pain, I did take meds. Left hand cigarettes, laugh out loud." Yeah, cigarettes is death, period. Um, Robert Lee, interesting. Backyard Gardener says, "Yes, the foods we eat causes a lot of our illnesses and pain." That is true. Thrifting Grandma says Gavin Pinton is an opiate. Oh wow. You are what you eat, Robert Lee. It's deeper than that anymore. We are past the you are what you eat point. We are in a crisis when it comes to the foods that we eat anymore because the foods that we eat have so much poison in it. And so, some of the things that we are putting in our mouths are for sure killing us, for sure. So, um, if you're eating poison, that's a death sentence. It really is. And so, even though I'm not perfect at it, I will tell you that I am not perfect at it. I do my best when I do eat to be very intentional about the selections that I have. Like, I can't be so crazy about certain things that I don't eat anything at all because then I'm depriving myself of the nutrients. And you got to think, well, depriving myself of poisoned nutrients is better than, let's just say eating processed foods, which, it's just not going to be okay anyway. Now I have chronic eczema along with the TN. Eczema is a direct result of what you eat, what you're eating. My son, that same one that I'm talking to you, I might have to get him checked, is used to have eczema so bad. Like he used to have open lesions on his skin in his forearm and behind his knees. He used to have it really, really bad. And once I started juicing, I started giving him that, all of that cleared up. His body began to heal from the inside out. And I found out that it was the dairy. So most of us in this house can't have dairy. So we for the most part, I'm selective on what I bring in. Now yeah, so the chronic eczema, your nutrition will clear that up. So I'm sure the celery juice will clear that up. I'm almost certain it will. Yes, pizza, spaghetti sauce, greasy foods, it's not good for your skin. It's not. It's not. People that I've been just like Short Bus Pull Up, he said, I don't think you've been juicing for too long. And you said that your skin, because I think you said you had acne, and you said you already starting to see a difference in your skin. So there's some testimony right there. The eczema on my body has cleared, but my hands are terrible. Can't even wear jewelry. Yeah, try even if you get the juicer and you start juicing, just for relief, I would put that, like the celery pulp that you get, just do like a treatment like that on it, because a lot of these creams and stuff that are out here will only just, they're not really designed to heal. Um, I prefer like CBD oil and stuff like that. I have changed my diet. I don't eat anything with tomatoes or peppers. Yeah, that's good. That's good because those things irritate. That's like having an ulcer. You have to eat certain things when you have an ulcer, because if you don't, it'll irritate it. And so, like peppers and tomatoes are very high. The acidity in them is very high. And so that would irritate the skin as well, especially strawberries too. Strawberries, anything that has a high acid rate in it might irritate your skin, except for ginger. Ginger will only really help heal it. But I would start, if you do start juicing thrifting grandma, I would definitely start off with some plain celery. Plain celery. Let's see. And right now, for everybody in here, if anybody has, nobody really has any skin irritations right now. I know a couple of days ago I want to say treated myself to some hot Cheetos, but it really wasn't a treat because of the after, what happened after that wasn't nice. So you can't have nuts either. Yeah, I had a breakout from the red dye and the hot Cheetos. So within a couple of days, I was well, actually, by the end of that day, I had I had filled my whole system up with celery, and by the end of the day, most of everything had cleared. But water is definitely a huge detoxifier. It will definitely help clear a lot of toxins on out of your body. And if you're not a fan of just plain water, um, throw some lemons or limes or something in it. Even a piece of ginger can change the taste. I love barbecue corn chips, but not anymore because they probably give you pain when you eat them. But yeah, I'm interested in knowing how the juicing would work for you, thrifting grandma. I really am. So Um, I thought I heard you say you had a juicer. Who was that that said they took their juice? Their juicer was on the top shelf. I thought that was you. Let me go back up here. Might have been somebody else. Somebody said, "Oh, a juicing calendar. That's a good idea." I don't know how come I missed that. Oh, that's a real good idea, 1SP. I'm just going back up here. That's cute. We are gonna have studios in our house for YouTube videos. It's a good idea though. Like when you go to somebody else's house. I know when people come over, all my stuff is set up in the kitchen. My ring light, everything is set up in there. People are like, "What are you doing this for?" Oh, YouTube. I have hydradenitis and the flare-ups is crazy. Would not wish it on the worst enemy. It was me. Oh, no. Oh yeah, you said that was you. Okay, that's what I thought. So the juicing is helping, backyard gardener. The juice helps with that. Bus been by your house, thrifting grandma. Uh, Let me see. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to get off here. That stomach you hear growling is still mine. So I need to get something to eat and or juice in my system. And I also need to be down here to make sure everybody is guided to do something that they're supposed to do today in the matter of cleaning the house. So I thank everybody for their participation. Short Bus Pull Up has the same thing that Backyard Gardener has. It's rare. Oh, wow. The ginger. She said the ginger has changed her life. So everybody get ginger. Don't forget to talk to your doctors. My tummy is growling too. I haven't eaten anything yet today, and it's already after 10 here. I know it's probably around 1 sometime where you guys are. But have a good day, everybody. Thank you for participating. I will be up bright and early in the morning getting my juice prepared. I'm going to order celery and carrots for next week. But don't forget that I am going to be, next week is the last week of January. So that means we will be starting back up February the first 7 days for some of you on the 7 day cleanse. Every new month brings new 7 days of cleansing, but I'm going to be cleansing a full 30 days. So I'm going to be on here documenting that journey, the ups and the downs. And I have my physical set up for, it's not set up, but I usually do it right around my birthday, which is in March. So I'm doing the 30-day fast right before that physical and my blood work. So I will keep you guys posted on that. I am also working on a new song for this channel, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to introduce it until I'm monetized. We shall see. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, no, actually, I go on tonight. It's Saturday. So tonight I'll be back on to talk about gardening and what's growing on in the garden. If you guys want to come sit in on that and participate and or hit the like button and stay for 15 minutes, I understand. But have a great day. Have a great Saturday. I run my own company. I'm going to text you me number. Are you on Instagram yet, Short Bus Pull Up? He said he want to talk to you on the phone, Backyard Gardener. My number. Okay, so y'all do what y'all gotta do. Uh, Figure that out. I think y'all have emails, so connect that way if it's safe if to proceed, Backyard Gardener and Short Bus Pull Up. I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye.